Hey everybody, it's Small Town Movie Critic here. I just got done seeing Zombieland Double Tap. It's a sequel to the 2009 Zombieland. Your director for this feature film is Ruben Fleischer. If that name sounds familiar, it is the director. He's also the director for the original 2009 Zombieland. Your writers for this film are David Callahan and Reet Reese. Reet Reese was the original writer for Zombieland, and if his name also sounds familiar, he also wrote Deadpool and Deadpool 2. David Callahan is also known for The Expendables. So I think you could sort of see the genre of how this movie is going to play out. It's going to be an action movie, but it's also going to have some comedy horror type elements in it as well too. This particular movie stars Woody Harrelson as Tallahassee, Jesse Eisenberg as Columbus, Emma Stone as Wichita, and Abigail Briston as Little Rock. As you can sort of see, there's a play on the names for this particular movie. They go with cities for character names. It reminds me of a Quentin Tarantino type of name, type of situation. So it's like I said, you sort of know what you're going into watching the movie. Now, the problem I have with this movie is the same problem I've been having with the movie studios, what they're releasing over these past couple of years. And what they're releasing are safe movies. They're trying to not release movies that have a lot of risk with them. And to do that, they're taking IPs or properties that we all sort of know. Zombieland, when it came out in 2009, actually did fairly well. It made 3 times the amount of its budget, and it developed a very loyal fan base. And so this is the type of movie that normally would not have gotten made, but in this, like I said, this environment right now, we're seeing this type of movie being made because studios don't want to lose money. And so this was made because it made money in the past. It's got a fan base associated with it, and then you can also hear from the actors. It's got some very well-known actors as well, and actresses, and so it's very much a safe bet. Now, as an audience member, we don't get a lot from these safe bets, and we don't get as good as filmmaking. And you could sort of see this in Zombieland Double Tap. I mean, the two writers, David Callahan and Reet Reese, do a paint-by-numbers type of movie. It's a very safe movie. You don't see the characters really changing at all over the period of this second movie, even though it's been 10 years later. Now, the interesting thing about that is, if you would have pressed pause at the end of Zombieland and then just would shove this movie right next to it, you wouldn't miss a beat. There wouldn't be any really significant difference. Over 10 years, nothing has really changed, which you would think, just looking at our own lives, a lot of stuff changes in 10 years. So it's a safe movie, but a boring movie. And you can see it in all the characters that are even the new characters they introduce are boring characters. Their names are Madison and Berkeley, and you can sort of guess what their character traits are. And so in the end, this is, I gave it a C+. I'll give it up there, C+, because it was slightly better than your average movie. It was, it's okay. I really like Woody Harrelson as Tallahassee. I think he really makes the movie. His Elvis impersonation was spot on, and I just really enjoyed that. But the rest of the movie and the rest of the characters were really sort of dull, really, really boring. Not what I was really hoping for. I was hoping for a continuation of this universe to really explore some more about these characters and what their zombie apocalypse looks like. They hinted at it at the beginning of the movie, but overall, yeah, it really falls apart. So again, C+. So like I said, if you've seen it in the past, go check it out. Otherwise, skip this one and go take a look at a different movie for your Halloween viewing pleasure. As always, I try to release, if you want, subscribe. I try to release my content on Mondays with new movie reviews, and I'm in the process of also doing some film analysis stuff too, to show why certain movies are good and why certain movies are not, or just interesting things about different movies. Well, I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you next time.